was made to assist you and your family in preparing for and surviving a major earthquake. You may lessen the impact of an earthquake on your family by taking steps to prepare. Prepare for emergencies by stocking up on supplies and teaching your family what to do at home in advance.
What exactly is an earthquake? What causes an earthquake? These are crucial questions to be aware of.
Earthquakes are a result of sudden movement along faults within the earth. The movement releases stored up elastic strain energy in the form of seismic waves, which is propagated through the earth and causes the ground surface to shake.
An earthquake along a fault is depicted in this diagram. An active fault is one that is likely to cause another earthquake in the future.
Metro Manila is the most densely populated region in the Philippines. If the big one strikes, there will surely be thousands of casualties and billions in property and infrastructure damages. But did you know that there have been equally strong or even stronger earthquakes that hit in the Philippines since 1645? Let's revisit some of the strongest earthquakes.
In Mindanao, August 17, 1876, right after the magnitude 8.0 earthquake, a massive tsunami covering 700 kilometers of coast lay near the island. Followed the quake struck past midnight and people were cut by furious water, which claimed 8,000 lives, injured 10,000, and left 990,000 homeless.
Magnitude 7.5 in Luzon, November 30, 1645. This magnitude 7.5 earthquake which crushed the island of Luzon is remembered throughout the history of the Philippines as the most terrible earthquake.
Magnitude 7.1 in Mindoro, November 15, 1994, followed by a gigantic tsunami. At least 7,566 houses were washed out, and around 78 people died.
Also, the Galilee earthquakes of 363 was a pair of severe earthquakes that shook the Galilee and nearby region on May 18 and 19. The earthquakes occurred on the portion of Dead Sea Transform, or DST, fault system between the Dead Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba. The cause of the rise is straightforward. Provide us with raw data. PVOX can identify and localize much bigger Philippines earthquakes. The number of monitoring stations being added has an impact on data quality. Today's messages are much more specific, such as the epicenter of the quake was 84 kilometers deep and 28 kilometers west of Sipalay town.
A magnitude 4.8 earthquake near Sipalay, Negros Occidental, Western Visayas, Philippines. Earthquake occurred at a shallow depth of 10 kilometers beneath the epicenter, November 5, 2021 at 5 p.m. local time.
Safety glasses, goggles, and face shields are examples of eye and facial protection. At all natural disaster locations, wearing safety glasses with side shields should be regarded as a minimum level of protection.
When using heavy machinery tools or power tools, hearing protection is frequently required. Earmuffs and earplugs are both available. Similarly, hearing protection must be compatible with other equipment required for a natural disaster response. Hearing protectors that physically attach to portable radio system as well as all-in-one.
Protective clothing, such as gloves and boots, must take into account the sorts of toxins and environmental work conditions that will be encountered in earthquake-devastated areas. Chemical and physical protection may be required in the selection criterion. These may involve skin contact is avoided while durability and dryness are maintained, preventing heat and cold stress, visibility of workers, especially in high traffic or low visibility situations, hazard associated with electricity, welding and cutting, for example, require time-specific safety clothes.
In order to clean up after an earthquake, it is necessary to plan ahead of time for personal safety. Understanding the hazards of earthquake cleanup and the varieties of personal protective equipment will help to ensure worker safety. Prepare your family for an earthquake.
At betadine alcohol, Burlais and cotton, scissors all content, and lastly, extra t-shirt.
Whenever you experience earthquakes, duck down to the floor, take a cover under a sturdy table or a desk, and hold on until the shaking stops. Remember, avoid dangerous spots near windows or hanging objects, like mirrors or tall furniture.
Mapapanood natin sa video na ito ang biglaang pagyanig ng lupa. Ang paglaw ng lupa ay bihirang naging sanhi ng pagkamatay o kapinsalaan. Karamihan ng mga namatay ay dulot ng pagguho ng bahagi ng gusali at pagkahulog ng mga bagay at mga lagot, tulad ng matumbang simenea, nahulog ng mga laryo, pamasta at mga kasangkapang pangkabit sa ilaw. Marami sa mga kalagayang ito ay madaling iwasan. Dahil ang mga lindol ay nangyayari ng walang babala, mahalagang gumawa ng mga hakbang ngayon para makapaghanda upang malaman mo ang maaari mong gawin at kung paano katutubong nakakabuting panggalang na pagkilos ay maaaring mangyari.
Ang una nating dapat gawin ay unang pakalmahin sila upang sila hindi magpanik o mataranta. Subalit kailangan pa rin nating tumulong sa mga nasalanta ng lindol, tumulong at laging tatandaan, wag laging magmamadali kapag may mga ganitong sakuna. Parating gawin ang the cover and hold. Dapat unahin ang mga nakakatanda, igit na ang bata sa ganitong sakuna. Tsaka na lumabas pagkatapos ng lindol, parating makinig sa balita upang maging handa sa mga ganitong sakuna. Kailangan silang pakalmahin dahil masama ang maidudulot ng pag-aalala at pagkakataranta. Pakalmahin sila upang isipin ang mga hindi nakabubuting bagay, huwag hayaang sila ay matakot. Palakasin ang kanilang loob, parating maging handa sa anumang sakuna. Dahil hindi natin alam kung kailan o saan o anong oras tatama ang mga gantong bagay. Magkaroon ito lagi para sa anumang biglaang pangailangan. Dahil hindi mo alam kung saan maabutan ng lindol, maghanda ng panusos para sa malaking sakuna sa iyong bahay, pinagtatrabahuan at kotse.
Tubig. Mag-imbak ng kahit 1 galon ng tubig para sa bawat isang tao sa bawat araw at maghanda sa 72 oras na panahon. Ang karaniwang masiglang tao ay mangangailangan ng kahit man lang 1/2 na galon ng tubig araw-araw para lamang sa pag-inom upang malaman ang sapat na dami.
Pagkain. Kapaki-pakinabang na ideya ang palaging magtago ng panustos ng pagkain, hindi madaling mabulok na pwedeng umikot sa iyong dieta. At dagdagan muli ng palagian. Magkaroon ng sapat na panustos ng 3 listahan ng mga paalala sa pag-iingat kapag may lindol na pagkaing dalata o pagkaing pinatuyo, gatas na pulbos at dalatang katas ng prutas ng kahit 72 oras man lamang. Mga tuyong cereal at prutas at maning walang asin ay mainam na mapagkukuhanan ng sustansya.
Mga flashlight at mga reservang baterya. Maglagay ng flashlight sa tabi ng iyong kama sa lugar ng trabaho at sa iyong kotse. Huwag gumamit ng mga posporo o kandila pagkatapos ng lindol, hanggat sigurado ka na walang nakasingaw na
Kit para sa pangunang lunas at manual. Maglagay ng kit para sa pangunang lunas sa bahay at sa iyong kotse. At saka magkaroon din ng manual tulad ng pamantayan ng pangunang lunas at pansariling kaligtasan ng Krus na Pula ng Amerika o ang Standard First Aid and Personal Safety by the American Red Cross. Pakuhain ang mga miyembro ng iyong sambahayan ng halagang mga kurso ng pangunahing lunas at CPR.
Pagkahanda ng tahanan. Sakaling lumindol, maaari kang mapagsabihan na isara ang mga kagamitan sa iyong bahay. Turuan ang mga mapagkakatiwalaang miyembro ng iyong pamilya kung paano isara ang gas, kuryente at balbula ng tubig at mga pangunahing switch. Kumonsulta sa inyong lokal na kagamitan para sa karagdagang impormasyon. Markahan ang saraduhan ng balbula ng tubig na matatagpuan kung saan pumapasok ang tubig sa bahay. At ang pangunahing saraduhan ng balbula na matatagpo ang may kontador na nasa loob ng konkretong kahon sa may bangketa o bakuran. Here are the things that you should do to be prepared for an earthquake.
Step 1. Identify hazard in the home.
Step 2. Create your disaster plan.
Step 3. Create disaster supply kits.
Step 4. Identify your home's potential weaknesses.
Step 5. Drop, cover, and hold on.
Step 6. After the shaking stops, check for damages and injuries needing immediate attention. Step 7. When safe, follow your disaster plan.
If an earthquake happens, protect yourself right away. Check yourself and the others for injuries if the person is badly injured. Try to help them. Do not attempt to move a serious injured person unless they are in further danger of injury. Check water, gas, and electric lines for damage from the earthquake. Turn on the radio to be updated on situation. And lastly, stay out of damaged areas and be careful when you're going into prone area.
We don't know when or where the earthquake will strike, so it's best if we have adequate information and are prepared for it.
Walang kahit sino mang sa atin ang nakakaalam kung saan o kailan tatama ang lindol.
Mga kabulbuti, kung may sapat na tayong kaalaman at ready na tayo,
Ukol sa sakunang ito,